Hi, this is Dr.A. Welcome to Corner of Dr.A, where psychology is storytelling to clarify deep psychological thoughts and actions. Today, we are talking about something we all do, being pretty little liars. Ooh, you are thinking, did she just call me a liar? I didn't call you. I just said most of us. Have you ever told yourself, I'm fine, when you are clearly not? Or maybe I'll start tomorrow, knowing full well tomorrow never comes. The funny thing is, we all lie to ourselves, not always in dramatic ways, but in subtle, everyday whispers that shape how we live. The question is, why do we do it? Psychologists call these self-deceptive lies. They are not meant to trick others, but to protect us from pain, from fear, or sometimes from change. Research in cognitive psychology shows that our brain is a master storyteller, constantly creating narratives that help us make sense of life. But sometimes those stories bend the truth. Let me tell you about one of the psychologist's most famous experiments. Back in 1959, Leon Festinger and James Carlsmith invited people into a lab and gave them the most boring job you can imagine, turning wooden pegs on a board for an hour. That's it. Just pegs, just turning. Now, here is where it gets interesting. After the task, participants were asked for a favor. Could you tell the next participant waiting outside that the experiment was fun and enjoyable? In other words, they were asked to lie. But here is the twist. Some were paid $20 to tell the lie, others were paid just $1. What happened? Well, the $20 group had no problem. They thought, sure, I lied, but I got $20, easy money. When later asked how much they enjoyed the peg turning test, they admitted it was boring. But the $1 group, that's where psychology magic happens. $1 wasn't enough to justify lying. Their brain started thinking, why did I just say it was fun when it really wasn't? And I hardly got anything for it. That uncomfortable feeling is called cognitive dissonance. And to reduce it, they changed their story, not to others, but to themselves. Actually, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe I kind of liked it. In the end, the group paid less money, reported enjoying the boring test more. Think about it. Paid less, but liked it more. The study revealed something profound. When our actions and beliefs clash, so we are doing something, but we believe or we know something different, we often rewrite our beliefs to match our actions. We don't like admitting we are inconsistent, so we invent a smoother story, sometimes even lying to ourselves. Another common lie? I don't have time. Neuroscience research on procrastination shows it's rarely about time. It's about emotional regulation. Tasks that trigger stress, boredom, or fear of failure gets pushed away. And we soothe ourselves with the little excuse. In reality, we had time. We just didn't want to face the discomfort. Here is a way to picture it. Think of your mind like a courtroom. Your logical brain is the judge, weighing the facts. Your emotional brain is the attorney, presenting arguments to make sense of your action. In Festinger's experiment, the task was the evidence. It was clearly dull. The $20 group didn't need much argument. Yeah, it was boring, but I got paid well. Case closed. But the $1 group, the attorney had to work harder. Wait, you lied for only $1? That doesn't add up. So it rewrote the story. Actually, maybe it was fun. And the judge, our logical brain, accepted the new version of events. That's cognitive dissonance. When our actions don't fit the evidence, our brain adjusts the story until it feels like they do. Sometimes we do the same in daily life. Maybe we help someone even when we don't want to, and later tell ourselves it's because we are altruistic, when in reality we just couldn't say no. Or we listen to a family member vent for hours, cutting into our self-care, and then tell ourselves, I didn't mind. Now, are these lies always harmful? Not necessarily. Some lies are like emotional bubble wrap. They cushion us until we are ready to face the harder truth. But when repeated too often, they become chains, keeping us stuck in patterns we think we cannot escape. So, what can we do? The key is self-awareness. Studies on mindfulness show that simply noticing the lies without judgment weakens their grip. The next time you hear yourself say, "I will start tomorrow," pause and ask, what am I really avoiding? Or when that relative calls and you know they will start the same endless venting, take a breath and set a boundary. You might choose not to answer right away or to keep that call short. That's where honesty begins. Because here is the truth. The lies we tell ourselves aren't really enemies. They're messages pointing to the places we need healing, courage, or change. When we stop fearing them, we can finally start listening. If this resonated with you, please like, comment, follow, and share, because these conversations grow deeper when we grow together. I will leave you with this. Sometimes the smallest lie we tell ourselves is the biggest truth trying to break through. Thank you.